So it's about 7 in the morning, right on the bed, just going to smash down a litre of water as always every day. Even if you don't see me do it, I'm drinking a quart of water before my breakfast meal. Alright, just doing some work on the bike. There's plenty of good bike tutorial videos on YouTube, bike maintenance. The book I do recommend getting a copy of, by Park Tool, the Big Blue Bike Book, that's a good tip. And YouTube's full of excellent cycling tutorials on how to fix your bike, so I recommend checking those out. The best bicycle mechanic in the world is going to be you, because it's going to be your bike and you can work on it when you can. You just got to learn it. You just got to learn it. I haven't given myself a B12 shot for a while, so I've got a little ampule here. There's plenty of tutorials on YouTube how to intramuscularly give yourself a B12 shot. It's just a vitamin and it's over the counter here in Australia and Thailand. So every month or so I give myself a little shot in the shoulder. Pretty painless, pretty simple. If you're interested, check out tutorials on YouTube. There's plenty out there. There's probably about 100 how to self-administer a B12 shot. Easy. Otherwise it's going to cost me about $100 to go to a doctor, need to wait around, fuck around. Takes you 30 seconds yourself. Save $100. Loving it. So I just put it right in there, just said. Easy. I remember having a little fear of giving myself a shot. It's hilarious, and a friend of mine said, Harley, my 8-year-old son, he gives himself insulin shots a few times a day. So you're a real tough man, Harley. You can't give yourself a B12 shot. Ooh, Mr. Tuffy. And he said it in such a funny way. I was like, fuck. This is an irrational fear I'm maintaining, sustaining here. Kids give themselves insulin shots. I can't give myself a B12 shot once every few months. Some mosquito needles. What a fucking joke. So I quickly dropped out of that mentality. Easy, done. Just saved myself $100. What will I spend that $100 on right now? So we've got a box of mangoes here. I'm going to do damage on these. These are conventional mangoes. So they're going to probably taste pretty average. Let's see if they're actually edible. Really got them. Yeah, there's a few bites here and there. I'll get through this box, see how we go. See how we go. Probably throw most of it in the garden. But we'll see how we go. So I'll put them on the ground and then we'll take a before and after photo. So this is before. I'll show you after in about half an hour. So we got through that. Box done. All the scraps. A lot of these mangoes, they weren't really edible. Yeah, I could take one bite and tell that it wasn't good. But we got through a fair bit of them. I reckon it would have been feels like at least 1,000 calories. A little 1,000 calorie snack of mangoes. I'll chuck the rest of this in the garden. And I'll finish watching this video on YouTube about this guy called Man Cycled Around the World. It's Mark Beaumont. He's just cycled across Australia. It's 2007 this was filmed. He cycled across Australia. A huntsman, a little baby huntsman was on his bag when he was camping, and he got a stick and he's like fucking scraping off and then he starts killing it. What a fucking idiot. But inspirational trip though. He cycled 100 miles a day average for 200 days around the world. And pretty good little story. Good video. Check it out. Man who cycled the world on YouTube. Oh, what a pussy when it comes to spiders. What are you doing? Looking suspicious. Suspicious little dog. Here we have we've got 1,200 grams because the blend is 600, so 1,200 grams, 200 calories. We'll add in about 100 grams of sugar again. Organic, certified sugar. So we have 1,600 calories here. It's my lunch. Cruising home now. Today, big ride, 22 kilometres. So I'm not doing the Strava challenge, which was sort of cancelled. The base mile blast, they cancelled it, they canned it. There's got some other little challenge they started up the day before New Year's. But I'll do some Ks this month, but I'm not going to go all out. Maybe March. Might do that 7,000k thing. Goes to show the power of the mind. Like I was all G'd up for January, and then when Strava said, oh, we're not doing the base mile challenge, I'm like, ah, okay then. So I didn't even organise my bikes or do last minute prep. I was still having late nights, and then just thought, I'm not doing it. So it just goes to show that you've got to have a goal, and then you've got to work towards it, and then that's how you do it. You got that mental aggression, tenacity, perseverance, whatever you're going to call it. The mind is just so powerful. Today's question is, Harley, I'm only 5'2", and I would like to run fast, but I have to admit I can't run fast because of my genetics. I've got short legs. I'm only 5'2". Please help. So the female wrote that, and I'm like, the fastest ever marathoners were very petite girls, very small, very short. The fastest 10,000 meter runner is a Chinese lady from 1993, still sets the fucking world record. 1993, 10,000 meter. Her name's Wu Xingjiao or something like that. Look it up. Women's 10,000 meter runner. Tiny little petite Chinese lady. So if you're telling yourself that you can't run fast because you're only 5'2", that's fucking bullshit. That is bullshit. It's all about the mind. When it comes to running fast, you've got to tell yourself you can do it. Relative, you're not going to break a world record unless you're drugged up, but you can still get fit as long as you tell yourself you can do it. But if you say, oh, I can't keep up with them because I'm short, that's fucking bullshit, man. That's bullshit. Alright, I'm going to go home, smash in some food. Easy day today. You want to catch up on calories. Haven't really eaten enough the last few days, but tonight, go to bed early, get a big feed in, catch up. Because it's going to be a fun January. Eating a snack, 500 calories. So I've got some organic rice in the rice cooker. I've got some organic soy milk. This is a low-fat version, fat-free. And I've got some Nature's Path organic, some millet rice. And it's a vegan one. Most of your cereals are vegan anyway, but this is pretty low fat as well. Not too high in sodium either. So I'm just going to do a little snack. I'm getting a bit hungry, waiting for this rice to cook up. The cereal's a good one for dinner. Just quick and easy if your fruit stash is a bit limited. And put on a little bit of soy milk. So organic is very expensive in Australia. I'll admit that. But, you know, I can afford it, and I think it's a good investment. Put a bit of water, hang on, I'll put this down. Put a bit of water on this. A bit of water in the cereal. Cuts it a bit more. A bit of water with the soy milk in the cereal, the millet cereal. That's tasty there, isn't it? Low fat, organic, vegan. Now this is good energy, man. The next day you're fucking flying on this stuff. Fucking flying. Put some organic sugar on there. For good measure. More carbs. More energy. People are like, oh, that's not good if you're sitting down all day. Well, like, unless you're using... Who is, like, if you're sitting down all day and you're not doing anything in life, you won't have any energy anyway. So, I don't recommend a sedentary lifestyle. I don't recommend a boring lifestyle. I recommend using your brain and using your body the best of your ability. 100%. That's my tip there. So, carb up so you can live fucking hard. Mentally and physically. I've got a bowl of rice. About 800 calories per bowl. I'm going to have 2 of these. Got some organic satay sauce there. Smash these boys down. So 2 of these. 2 of these. So we can see today's ride, 24 kilometers. Very cash. Look at the power we put out here. Where's the little power? Here we go. So we have 5-minute power, 186. So very cash. Let's go to watts per kilo, actually, a bit more accurate there. So 2.8 for 5 minutes. Very, very cash. Very cash. 10-minute, 2.7. So again, a very basic, easy ride. That's why average speed means nothing. Because you could be doing 24k an hour uphill or downhill. It doesn't mean much. Average speed means nothing. All you want to focus on is your watts. Ideally, your watts per kilogram. When you get home, you can look at your watts per kilo. When you're on the bike, it's more your wattage you're putting out. That shows you what you're actually doing. So my goal today was a very easy ride. And we just focus on low wattage. And that's what we get. Done. So average speed means nothing. It means nothing at all. Because it doesn't factor in the wind. It doesn't factor in if you're on the front of the bunch or the back of the bunch. It doesn't factor anything in. Average speed means nothing.